Hello, ARC family. This is a double take from our last Foundations class, and hope you are enjoying Foundations class. Please provide any kind of questions or feedback and engage the conversation. Really, if there's ever anything that sticks with you, you like more information on, please feel free to let me know. I really do want this to be a kind of student-centered learning environment. So last week we talked about mental health and how it intersects with the Bible. And there's a lot of intersections, and the subject is really well thought out. It's really well thought out. After, almost 2,000 years of Christian scholarship and theological discussion, the care of the soul, the well-being of the mind, the body, the soul, all really thought out. And so there's a tremendous opportunity to apply added value or applied value to the world in the area of mental health and healthy outcomes and stuff. And it's important to remember that the church is a part of God's plan and a part of God's purpose. The church is an instrument, a tool. You are, I am, all really valuable to God's plan in the world and caring for souls, ministering to people, helping people move through a really rehabilitative, restorative process is what we do. It really is a tremendous opportunity to be in Christ's shoes for those around us. And this discussion really was just about providing a little bit of a framework so we kind of understand what mental health is, and then how what we do as Christian people, particularly Pentecostal people, can help others. So mental health, you have, it's a comprehensive thing. It involves what I think, what I feel. It involves emotions, social well-being. It involves how I manage stress and relate to others and make choices. So it's a very comprehensive thing. Really, it's about our soul and the content and the condition of our soul. Is it well? Is it healthy? Or is it not? Is it something else? And the something else can be divided into like a disability and conditions that are detrimental. Disability really is illness, right? It is something that needs to be cared for with a lot of compassion and a lot of skill. Mental illness is something that's biologically, neurologically, physically, chemically. It's a medical thing. It's not just a clinical spiritual thing. It's a medical thing. And so those things like schizophrenia, manic depressive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, these things that are biological, chemical in order, they really need to be cared for that way. But things that are detrimental, they're along a spectrum, and they can be, a sense of inferiority. It can be like low self-esteem. It can be body image issues, difficulty navigating complex situations, lack of empathy, social awareness. So on one side of the spectrum, you have these really acute or chronic illnesses, and on the other side of the spectrum is something other than that, right? And we really can do something and help administer to those people that are experiencing detrimental outcomes related to their mental health. And the work of the cross, the work of Christ, God in Christ, and this is all super valuable. I mean, we're not locked out of caring for souls in really profound ways. Number one, we really do believe in the born again message, and it's a hard reboot. It's a hard reset. It's a tremendous miracle. And then a religious life, a personal religious life, and inside a loving sacred community, it's medicinal, it's therapeutic. And I really hope that as we move forward, we can get more and more involved in ministering to people and caring to people as Christ wants us to care for them. The personal religious life, we talked about it being a matter of prayer and getting the most out of the Bible and confessing our faults, something that we really need to learn how to do effectively, but also engaging sacred communication, preaching, teaching, not listening, engaging, following up, asking questions. And then lastly, mentorship and coaching. These are so fundamental to us. And then we closed out with the conversation on loving and sacred community. Our community has to be loving and sacred, because it's possible to have loving community that's not sacred, And then it's possible to have sacred community that's not loving. And so we want our church to be both loving and sacred so it can care for and minister to people who have real, tangible needs. So that's a recap. That's a double take. If you have any questions, please again let me know. Text me, call me anytime. God bless you. See you next time.